What's up, you guys? I'm back with another video. It's me, Fox. Shit. Well, it's me, Fox. I'm back with another video, and I'm doing. Pretty sure this is part one of what if OC, aka what if John was in high school DxD. So yeah, if you're wondering why I'm saying John instead of saying OC, I'm just gonna put the name out because I don't want to keep on saying OC all the time. So yeah, this is what if John was in high school DxD. Yeah. So let's do this. Let's proceed with the video. So, there's not a video, these pictures are not mine. Sit back, relax, watch the video with the video. I don't mind, I don't care. So, let's do this. Pretty sure last time I left off, John and the children of the orphanage were all in a factory, an abandoned warehouse. John was taking care of all of them. And let me explain to you why the father and everything about the guy that killed him, the evil spirits. He's one of those ancient wishing spirits that you can find in certain locations. That's rare. Wishing wells or certain cursed locations sometimes. Spirits like those wish to get power or a body, or create something new so they can have entertainment. So let me tell you about when John was the first orphan there. Let's just say that guy, and let's just call him the guy. I'm not gonna give you a picture what he looks like. He just have red hair, tall, lean build, long, silky red hair, and he looks fine. He looks fine, except for his extremely sharp teeth and those red eyes with a weird-looking snake-like split into them. John, let's just say John was thinking, the man, why do he look so familiar to him? Then it clicked in his mind. Wait a minute. What, I got cough, okay? He was like, wait a minute. That guy's my doctor when I was a kid. And John's thinking, yeah, I went to the doctor awfully a lot when I was a kid. It's like basically every day. I rarely had time for school. And he's thinking, why did he kill Dad? He said pay his debt. He refused. What's going on? It was all of our doctors. When someone was a kid, someone was a kid. What's going on? He's thinking, why did his doctor kill him? If you remember his name correctly, his name was Francis. Why Dr. Francis did this? I should get involved in this, but something tells me I need to get stronger. And John was looking at his arms, and he sees many different scars from the multiple times he went to the doctor. The doctor said he had a weak body, but John knew that was a lie. He was very fast, athletic, and very strong. And he's really good. He's really durable. He's smart too. So he's thinking this, but he sighs. He gotta quit trying to figure out what happens there. Instead, he's gotta be trying to figure out how he gotta take care of his younger siblings. He knows some of them are preteens, and one is a teenager. That's his sister. His sister name is no allergies. Hmm. Miranda, or they call her Raina. Raina. They call her Raina. So yes, Raina has long, smooth, greenish hair. She have eyes that was emerald kind of green. You could tell she was athletic and flexible, and she was very smart. She had like at least 100 IQ, but she was good. She's good as martial arts. So let's go back to John. So talk about his sister. She is taking care of the children in the other preteens, telling them it'll be alright, and taking good care, being a good older sister. John, he's trying to figure out how can he do this. Then you realize he is turning 17 soon. Because today was his birthday, and they were supposed to celebrate it. But this happens. So he sighs. He knows he can go get a job or do some shady business to give him money faster. But he's not gonna do that. So let's do a time skip. And he's gotta be working a lot of jobs, and he's gotta go to a college, basically the same school that Rias and Isai and everybody else is going to, and friends. Let's cut to if I remember correctly, he's turning 17. So he's 15 right now, and he's turning 17 on today. And if I remember correctly, Rias is her age is 19. She's 19 years old. Issa is 19 years old. So I guess it's not correctly. Mm, if I'm making this shit like a college, I guess 20. And Rias gotta get aged up a little bit more. So I guess 3 years gotta go by. Yeah, 3 whole years is going by. So yeah, I'm gonna make it like 3 years go by. Okay, 3 years went by. Over the 3 years, John has gotten many jobs, and he is really energized. He has a lot of stamina, a lot of endurance, and he is physically and mentally smart and strong. So we do many jobs. The sister do the same job. She works accountant she works as an accountant for the bank. John do three jobs. He works at a car wash. He do get some money by. He do a night shift for guard duty, and for his last shift, he do some. mm, He do truck. He drives a truck. He do truck jobs, dropping off, dropping off some things and all that. Driving across everywhere, so he don't be at the house most of the time. But every time it's out there, he hang out and put all his time in with his siblings, and they're always happy about that. The siblings have been going to school. John or the older sister always picks them up, but if they couldn't pick them up, they give it to the second oldest. And the second oldest was Boy name. What should I name him? What should I name him? Do, 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 do. Hmm, let's call him Kevin. Kevin was a black male. He's a black male, and he just he has long, kind of poofy black hair with dreads. He's quite built. He has a six pack, and he got like a type of Saitama type of build. He do exercise and trains. He's very endurant and physically strong. He can run very fast, but he don't got that much stamina to keep up with people. But that's what he trained mostly on. He's he is smart, decently. He got mm, 90 out of his IQ test when it comes to smarts, and he's very tactical, like his older brother, John. If none of them, and he also do work too. He do truck driving like John, but that's the only thing he could do. They always take care of the children. John take care of the two infants. So Lorena, she takes care of the infants too. The infants are basically children right now. So yes, because I need them to be so they won't be worried about some the kids like all the time. So I need them to meet the infants to be able to take care of themselves once in a while. The kids and the other preteens do get training from them once in a while. Actually, no, all the time because I need them to be strong too. They listen once in a while, and they also do know about the supernatural and everything. They give you guys a heads up, yes, because seeing a guy that got a fucking tail sticking out and has a weird deformed kind of teeth. It's just like teeth shaped like a dragon, and he just kills your the your father, aka the priest dude, with his fucking hand. Of course, you got to do some research on this shit. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what happens to the sisters and the nuns, yeah, they died too. So don't worry about them. They're not coming back at all. They got murked. Except for one, and what's to say she's gonna be an enemy soon. So yeah. Anyways, let's go. They know boxing, martial arts. They also learn kendo and gunslinging. They know how to use guns and everything, but they don't use real guns. They use Nerf guns. But once in a while, they will actually take them to a type of shooting range that's more underground. They put on them some headphones, so and they kind of turn on some music so they could kind of blur out the loud noises. And they shoot. They get help by the three. They aim their guns and tell them how strong it is, how the knockback is, and how much bullets you can fit into it, and how powerful it is for groups or one person. Some of the girls know archery, gunslinging, and cooking and hunting in the forest if they need to. Like survival skills. They also have insurance. They got a car, but John he likes to ride on his dirt bike. He likes to ride on his dirt bike. They have a good living. They were able to buy the land of the abandoned factory property from the guy, and the guy was glad to give it up because he didn't need it anymore. and they turn into like a type of a mansion, low key, like a one big ass fucking mansion, but in factory form. The inside looks hella nice. So they do know about supernatural, and some of the boys and girls they like to do making potions and stuff, mixing ingredients together. They actually these this and oh yeah, let me tell you, these family is gonna be like hunters, like monster hunters, like the Van Helsing family. Yeah, they would be like the Van Helsing family, fucking Dracula level hunting. Shit, fucking got the morning stars. Shit, I don't want to see those shit. Those things are hell fucking dangerous. But anyways, yeah, they are very dangerous. And the supernatural, the angels, the demons, and the fallen angels, and the werewolves, monsters, vampires, and zombies, and wendigos, and the fuck? Anyways, kelpies too. They all know about their family. And what should I call their family? What should I call their family? Mm, You know, I'm gonna leave it up to y'all because y'all could call. I will pick one of y'all to go like, which name should I like call them? Give them a family name, like any name that I see good enough. I don't. If I see it, if it's good enough, I'm gonna use it. Okay, you guys. And just don't. I don't want to call them the Val Helsings because that's already taken in that world's history. So yeah. Anyways, just pick which family name so I could use them and make it sound like it's like a type of monster hunter name. Okay. I don't even care if people call it the Slayer family. Just call it the Doom Slayers. Oh wait, that actually sounds really good. The John Doomslayer. Just call them the Doomslayer family. And each family member had a certain symbol that represents doom. Oh god. I can actually imagine that. But anyways, let's keep on telling the story. Oh shoot. Anyways, what was that? Oh yeah. And some of them were getting older and learning more better skills to hunt. And surprisingly, their family actually knows magic. And yes, I'm giving them a boost of magic, so I low key can, cause being an experiment on a fucking ancient ass fucking spirit that knows fucking magic, all types of magic. So you really gotta learn some magic once in a while if you're killing demons, monsters, spirits, and sometimes angels, but the angels always go back to heaven and come back. Yeah, so you kind of learn things how to do this shit. Damn, my neck hurts. But anyways, yeah. Some of the girls in their family knows dark shadow magic, void magic, light magic, fire, wind, and water. God damn it! Fire, wind, and water, and lightning, earth. Those type of magics too. Demon know healing magic. Some of them even know. Some of them even know alchemy. Because if I said 17 of them, so they'd be pretty big family. You know what? No. I'm gonna make their family go big. I'm gonna let them like bring in orphans once in a while. And you know what? I'm gonna make some of the orphans be like monsters. Like some orphans are monsters, or like werewolf cubs, vampire children, and everything. So they don't hate monsters exactly. They just be like they hate the monsters like evil and bad. Like they don't judge books by their cover because of the Otis. Because he's nice. He's nice to anybody that needs help. And you know what? Let's start this one. Let's start showing his passion now. So John, he got accepted into the school in East we assume everybody goes to. Yes. So he's going home, happy. He got the letter in the mail. He's heading home to the factory until he hears crying. Because he has superhuman ability to hear far away and smell and sense. Yes, I'm giving him superhuman abilities because over time, he got to train over like fucking Saitama level. Because we gotta make these fucking guys stronger because they're humans. This is basically a human family getting monsters to fall over their family too. He hears crying and he started to walk in. He started to walk. Hold on, gotta hold on. Anyways, guys, I'm back. Someone's calling me. Anyways, yes, he started hearing crying. He started hearing crying. It's coming from a abandoned house. He was like, all right. So he was calling his sister and telling her what he was hearing, and he's telling her to come here and bring the second oldest and the third oldest, and tell them to bring in their weaponry, aka their magical weapons, or regular guns, just in case if this is a werewolf or a vampire or a type of mythical monster that they don't know of. So they're coming. He never comes nowhere without, carrying something. So he brings out a knife that has runes on it. It looks like Celtic runes. It's an army knife, and it's giant. He 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 was about to unsheath it and take it out, but he put it back in. Instead, he just brung out. He said he brung out his desert eagle. It's black, and he went there. Turn on the flashlight on his desert eagle. And he was just looking around, trying to figure out where was the crying coming from. Until he knows he was coming from upstairs. So he went up there carefully and he quickly looked up, make sure nothing was about to jump on him. So he's looking around and he sees a room, but he hears the crying getting louder. He walks in there and he sees a child over a dead woman's corpse. But the woman don't look human. She looks like a lichen, aka a wolf. A wolf. So yeah, he sees this little boy crying. He put the gun away, and he knows the boy who didn't know he was there. So he whistled. He said, and the boy looked quick up, and he backed up into a corner. He's pleading not to hurt him. And John says, "Hey, I'm not gonna hurt you. Tell me what happened here." The boy, he stopped crying for a little bit. He was like, "Those vampires, they came in and said they wanted my mom for a ritual. So they want me reviving somebody." And he's just sniffling. He's thinking of reviving somebody. And he's thinking, what kind of revive did he need? Because the only thing that could revive something that's from the dead, a blood from a blood. Vampires going to be revived by certain bloods. But when it comes to werewolf blood, it won't mix. It will just kill it. Unless they revive something that was related to a werewolf. And he was thinking, they're hot. Oh shit. So he grabs the little boy. He says, "You come with me. You'll be the youngest in this family now, or probably third or fourth of the youngest of this family. We don't know, but you gotta be a part of my family, all right?" And he just picks up the boy. The boy is kind of scared of him, but he nods. But he looks back at his mom. He says, "What, Mom?" John, he looks at the mother and he decided to pick her up. He told the boy to go on his back and hang on. And he did. The boy just holding on to him on his back. He he picks up the dead woman. He covers her up with a blanket that was nearby. He went in the backyard. He saw a shovel that was kind of broken, but he used it. After the last dig for the hole, it broke. He was like, alright, this should be deep enough. So he climbed up the hole. The little boy was already on top, looking at his mother, a little bit crying, sniffling. John said, poor boy. This is why mom died. And he's thinking this in his head. Even monsters could be rude to other monsters. But not everything could be a monster. So he put the woman in the in the hole, covering her up and basically wrapping her up like a mummy. His sister Marina and her brother John, no, not John, Kevin came in. They all those three came in. They were gonna ask him what's happening, but they know he was burying somebody, and they saw a werewolf cub crying. So Marina's older sister's instinct kicked in, and she went to the child and gave him a hug, telling him it'd be okay. And he's just crying. Kevin, he walked up to his older brother John. He said, "John, what happened?" "Well, it seemed like some vampires attacked this family, werewolves, just two, and these two werewolves were kind of homeless, so they were staying here for the night. They were staying here for the night. Turns out the mother was actually on the run from these vampires. It seemed like they wanted her child for a sacrifice, but she offered herself up instead. If she gave birth to him, then her blood and his blood would be compatible. What is it? Turns out the nightmare related to each other." "What? How do you know that?" "The facial features, the hair, and the skin tone." "What do you mean?" "She was a black male werewolf. That's a white male werewolf, and no black history in it, or should I say DNA? Not to be, racist, Kevin. No offense, brother. You could technically say if you want to, because you're technically are part black by birth." He nodded his head like, "Yeah, I am from black descent, and Japanese and white descent too." Hmm. Well, yeah. Anyways, they're not related at all, but the vampires took it and they killed her. How? Stabbing her straight through the heart and ripping her heart out right in front of the kid. The kid probably got PTSD. How he could see there was a hole in her chest and her heart was missing in that chest. The ch- he looked back and he sees the kid unconscious, sleeping in Reina's arms, clutching to her, not wanting to let go. He sighs. He says, "Can you take the kid to the car?" She said, "Sure." I take him to the car. "You want me to drive?" No, Kevin, I can drive. You take the dirt bike." He said, "Yes." "You really like driving a dirt bike, do you?" "Yes, I do, man. It's fun." Anyways, let me bury her. So they do. Kevin ripped off a piece of the wall, the board from the wall, and he used it as a makeshift shovel. They buried her. He was like, hmm. So he takes out the woman's wallet that she had on her, and he read the name. He's like, alright, what's her name? Oh, her name was Elizabeth, like our younger sister. Oh, alright. Rest in peace, Elizabeth. To write that down, they make a makeshift like like a makeshift stone. They carved her name into it and told her rest in peace. So they're leaving. Alright. John is driving in the car. John is driving the car. In the car is an SUV. They went back to their house. Here they got out. Rena's holding onto the child closely. They brought him back. Everybody said the girls said, "Big sister Raina, big brother, big brother." Damn. Fucking allergies. They said, "Big sis Raina and big brother Sean." So I'm looking at a cat right now. So, damn ass cat acts like they're gonna fight. I'm just throwing these tiny pebbles at them, telling them not to. Anyways, back to the story. They were looking and they saw looks like the child was like the child, the fox, aka the werewolf. It is had his back turned to them. He said, "Is that a puppy?" John was about to laugh, but he said, "No, no, no. It's not. It's a werewolf cub." They said, "A werewolf cub?" They kind of shocked. They were like, "Why'd you brought one here?" Turns out the person that was taking care of him died, and I was just gonna leave him out there to, die. So I brought him here with us. He's gonna be part of the family, okay? You don't gotta trust him, but he'll be with me of all times. Or with Rain. They nod their head, but they said they were actually happy to have a sibling. It's not human. It's not human. Several other siblings was about to be a go against this, but when they heard the story about what happened to him, they were kind of saddened by this, because it was like how they lost their father. In a sense, their home. So so let's call this little fox cub. Let's call him. What should we call him? I'm gonna let y'all name him. I'm gonna let y'all name him. So I'm just gonna call him Fox Cub temporarily. Until next video, y'all can name it whatever you want. Okay? So yeah, Raina went to go laying down into one of the rooms that was available, cause nobody would sleep in that room. Anyways, well, as I started, we talk, just looking at these goddamn cats. Anyways, he's looking out a window. Raina comes up behind him, taps on his shoulder, and says, "John, you alright?" He sighs. He says, "No." "You got a lead?" She says, "Yes, I do. I know we're gonna have that ritual." Alright, this ritual is gonna be about. Give me the details. She nodded her head. She said, "No, this ritual is actually meant for creating a child. Not any child, a fusion between two." He looks and he's like, "What do you mean a fusion between two?" "The vampires want a new weapon to go against the werewolves. something that's like a werewolf, but more like a vampire. So they're trying to make a werewolf vampire? What the? How is that even possible? They go like, she says, I don't know exactly, but it's like the story says in certain mythologies about werewolves or vampires. It was once, I'm using some logic from certain movies too. Just give you guys a heads up. The first ever werewolf in a certain religion said a man that was immortal. He had he had a family with another immortal woman. One child was bitten by a dog. One child was bitten by a bat. But one child was bitten by nothing at all. One gained the abilities of a werewolf. No, not a dog, not a dog, a regular wolf. One gained abilities of a werewolf. One gained abilities. One gained abilities over like a bat, a vampire. Had a thirst for blood, superhuman speed and strength, even transformation. The werewolf one had a thirst for meat, food, any type of thing it could satisfy itself with. Blood was also an exception, but mostly meat, or vegetables sometimes. Superhuman speed, strength, and extreme durability, but have a weakness over certain elements. Like a vampire have a weakness because it's weakened skin over the light. Or have a weakened thing when it comes to certain materials or minerals. Like a silver bullet because the minerals were mixed together with it. Yes, but the final child was a perfect human. Superhuman speed, intelligence, smart, adaptability, and a type of regeneration and immortality. Never aging, but always regenerate a limb or even return. It seemed like they died. A perfect immortal, aka the perfect human, Thomas, also. So, what do you gotta do? Well, the only way you can make those two genes fuse together if you get the gene pool of the both of the same people with the same bloodline, the original vampire bloodline and the original werewolf. Then, or possibly if you get the human, that one is extremely rare. Hmm, I agree, but how do they know about the story? The only way we found it out, we have to look deep into certain archives of vampires that we killed, even werewolves or sometimes demons. In the demon world, oof, what I say? We're not that welcome that much. She nodded her head. Said yes, but it seemed like the angels, the fallen angels, and the demons, or the devils, that they call themselves, they don't agree with this. Making a new monster is very dangerous and be catastrophic to make a new race. So they don't agree on this, and they're planning on stopping this too. But if my theory is correct, they'll be too late. They're doing this in a certain part of the forest. Alright. So, what should we do? I just rank all the older siblings and leave a couple of them here to protect the younger ones, and especially protect the pup. That is true. The child is very important to their plan, but they would be very pissed when they took the wrong blood. Well, technically, hmm? You mean technically? Technically, it will be a 50-50 chance, but it'll be 22% of basically, or if it works, the 50% will go to what will not work, or will they fail. So the 22 will be when they succeeded in making a new fusion of a vampire and a werewolf. But the 50% is when they don't make it, and they was just creating a little abomination of something that's neither vampire or werewolf. Yes, or it will possibly go back to being a human. Then the aging process will kick in and kill us. And that's good on our side. But the bad thing is, what is it? They could always try again with another vampire or another werewolf. Hmm? What do you mean? Well, it is a ways to do it. And some of them is undignified. And he's thinking, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, now I get it. So they're willing to go this far just for power? Yes, they always want an edge on the rules. Ever since creating those little bat little monsters, the ones when they always the one that looked like they're always hungry and always feasting on them. And said the vampires had to kill them off because they considered cannibalism. I'm glad about that, but they still keep some of those things around. That is true. Anyways, we should go. It's getting night, and that's when they would be starting the ritual. It is a full moon out tonight. Let's go. Let's start a hunt. No, let's do genocide. And she nodded her head. She went to go tell the other siblings, and they all suit up. They all went. The, they all said, "Let there be genocide." And Jonathan thinks, which god do I know of? The god of horror, the god of mayhem, or the blood god? Hmm. Hmm. Or the god of insanity? Let's go with blood god and the god of insanity. And you wondering why he's saying this? He made some of his unique ability that he gained over the years, over because he was experimented on. He called some of them godly moves because he called his ability God mode. He could only use it for a couple, or only an hour, 1 hour for a single day. He can use two, but that'd be over his limit, and he will pass out. It gives him a boost in strength, speed, power. Even let him use some certain ability that's not even magic. If you're wondering, do the whole family in that little factory or warehouse that you or did they all use magic? No. Some of them use ki, chi, even chakra, and pure too. So do some of them even know the breathing styles, breathing out your stomach, and everything else. So they are a pretty powerful family. So yeah, And John is the most powerful one in the family because he's the one that trained them all, taught them all their moves and their abilities, and which ability that they're good at. John is good with swordsmanship and gunsmithing. Anyway, let's begin with the story. He's walking into this forest. So the dark woods. Let's do this. They're walking and they see the creatures. Or shoot, they say vampires. All gather up. Some of them are using magic to say these weird language that John could barely understand. He knows old language, older than the language that he knows. So he's walking and he's looking. He, he sees a corpse in the dead center of this weird looking symbol. It's not a pentagram or anything like that. It looks like a symbol that represents wolves, bats, and human. Fucking no, back the fuck up. I don't like scam likely. Anyways, yeah, let's do the shit. Damn, fucking ruin my fucking groove. Anyways, let's do this shit. I'm kind of tired. Cause I crippling depression. Okay, I'm not making fun of that anymore because I'm always damn fucking depressed. Anyways, let's do this shit. A symbol that represents human, vampire, and demon. He's like, why demon last? So he goes and he tells the symbol to stop. He told her to go spread out, but stick to the trees. And he means climb. They climb to the trees using their makeshift tools. Gloves that have claws that can help them climb. Shoes have teeth on the bottom that help them climb too. They're attractable, so they won't get in the way. They all looking down. They make like they're never even there. Their presence itself was non-existent. Not even now the vampires could smell them, their blood. Not anything about them. The werewolves that were coming in to stop this, not even they could sense them or smell them. They were like they were ghosts, not even seeable ghosts. So the vampires were starting their chant, making it. A guy walked up and gave out a speech to the other ones, saying this. He said, my fellow vampires." And this is what they call themselves. I mean, fuck what they say. My fellow, like this. My fellow people. For once, the werewolves, demons, the angels, even the goddamn fallen angels, they always got in our way. We always try to be on top because we're the dominant race. God Himself do not want us to do it, but we shall create a new monster, a new vampire. The old ones that we created was backfires, mistakes, but these are the perfect ones, absolutely perfect. perfect vampire. Or should we say, the first ever vampire werewolf. The ultimate hybrid. And everybody else was shocked. They were saying to themselves, ultimate hybrid? Someone even said blasphemy. It can't be true. No vampire or werewolf could ever fuse their abilities, their genius, or anything together. But he says, no, it is a way to do it. The blood of the first ever vampire, the blood from the first werewolf. Those two bloodlines would be perfect. But they need a perfect vessel, an embodiment of the perfect human. And he says this with a sinister grin. And he says, bring him in. And they bring in this guy. He looks beat up, but steam is coming off him like he's regenerating. He said, of all these years, we finally found you. The child of the first ever immortal. The little brother of the vampire and the werewolf. You look good. How was your day, David? And he looked at him. It'd be better. God damn. I didn't know my older brother since to be such assholes. And he got kicked in the face again. Ooh, God damn. That shit hurts. And his jaw snapped right back in place. It's like, well, so what y'all trying to do? He said, oh, we're just making a perfect new weapon for us. We just need a piece of your flesh. That's it. They make the embodiment of this perfect weapon. You're like, oh, you trying to do the thing, what was if I remember correctly, the vampire and werewolf fusion, right? How do you know that? You're like, how do you know this? You're like, oh, well, you're not the first people that tried this. You're like, huh? What do you mean? Well, Count Dracula, then we had that other werewolf guy. Actually, y'all not the first people that actually tried this shit. You're like the 700th person that actually tried this shit. The worst part is, you just couldn't fight me, but you're the first, so I guess this won't be successful. So, very well then. I will gladly give you a piece of me. What do you need? An arm, a leg, or what? Oh. He says, oh, we don't need an arm or a leg. We just need that. And he points straight at his chest. Yo, wait, what? Whoa, wait, I can't give that to you. Well, you can just take anything else. You can take my brain, anything but my heart, okay? You're like, no. We know where your regeneration comes from. That heart of yours. It comes from this weird cell. The virus that was from the old days. That killed that city. And made those new monsters. We need that virus. That's the only thing that's keeping you alive. So if you don't mind, I'd be taking your heart. And he glowed his claws glue. No, grow. Sorry, not glow. Grew. He put his hand straight in this man's chest, trying to pull out his heart. The man activated his regeneration, his adaptability. Tried his absolute hardest to fight him off, to keep his heart inside him so he could live. Or he's trying to make another version of it. But he knew this version, the version that he's making, would be incredibly weak over time. his regeneration would be slowly disappearing. Steam was coming off of him. And he's like, ah, God damn it. Oh shit. The, the werewolves came in saying, stop. The vampire leader, he says, get them. Tell them not to let them stop this ritual. The ritual was almost done. So, sorry, I'm looking at these goddamn cats. I'm sorry, I'm kind of interrupting. I should pause these once in a while. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, so the angels, the demons, and everybody else, even Rias Parage came in. Yes, this is when they got to meet Rias and everybody. Rias and friends, and even Issei. Yes, and Issei is a part of this, so yes. They all come in, stopping the vampires from achieving their goal, of gaining more power. But it was too late. But that's what they thought. Till they hear a word, somebody yelled out, charge. And they felt immense amount of bloodlust and rage released of all directions. Some of the vampires even fainted. The werewolves were so terrified. It felt like their alpha, there was the alpha of the werewolves was just scared. It was terrified. This overwhelming bloodlust. It was coming off all directions. And he was looking around wondering where did this came from. And he sees these humans running straight at them, but with superhuman speed and strength and power and agility. They start massacring the vampires, just killing all of them, sparing the women and the children that partake into this. Just killing them all. Just let you know, this is not the same vampires, so don't worry. The vampire is not gonna be exterminated. This is a random group of vampires that just have territorial reasons with some of the werewolves. So don't worry. That one, the boy that dressed like a girl, yeah, the vampire boy. Yeah, don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. He's not part of this at all. He's still sealed away. Then he's just getting massacred, and the guy tries absolute hardest to rip out this guy's heart. And he succeeded. He finally pulled out his heart, and the guy was on the floor dying. His body was slowly regenerating, but he needs his heart back to stay alive. So he was dying. He was like, this cursed heart. Just need to remove it and put these two blood samples inside you so your body can finally adapt to it. That adaptability, that's all I needed. So he grabbed the man, basically kind of dead guy's corpse, but he's not really dead. Dragged him to the circle and pouring the liquid of his older brother's blood and his second older brother's blood from one of the descendants, not actually from him, poured into it. He was slowly evolving it. His body was adapting to it. And he was like, all I need to do is just crush his heart. And then his body was set those two sides. So he was about to crush the heart until he sees this boy. Oh shoot, my phone's about to die. Fuck. Oh, he's on 5%. Don't worry about it. A boy with raven hair with red eyes looking at him. And the two words he said is God mode. And his body burst into this weird grayish darkest energy. And he started massacring all the vampires that was protecting this guy. This son of vampire said, protect the Grand Priest. And he got the Grand Priest. And he would be useful. And he went straight at the guy, killing the vampires that got in his way. And the Grand Priest was about to crush the heart, till his hand got cut off. The heart fell on the guy's chest. And the heart seemed like he grew some appendages and crawled back into his chest. And it was regenerating, healing, reattaching itself together. Then he breathed in a big gas. He was like, oh God. I thought I was a dead man just now. Wait, I felt different. But back to John and the Grand Priest. The Grand Priest was blocking all his hits with his elongated claws. Blocking each hit. It was like, who are you? John, not even tired or not even having a sweat. He says, oh, your kind and all these people here should know our family. Or they should know me, John. Or especially Jonathan. And when he heard Jonathan, and also tell me what his when you guys like get this video, tell me what you want me to be their last name for their family. So yes, and whatever last name they said. So yeah, he was like, no, it can't be you guys. Why are you here? He said, well, y'all technically interfered with. Actually, you hurt one of my family members technically. He said, no, I didn't. He said, oh no, you did. You just don't know who it was, do you? You're not a little boy, and you killed his mother, so to become mother. What? And he's thinking, boy. He's like, that little brat. I should kill him. I knew he was the library, but I just didn't care. I was too happy about this. I was arrogant. And this is my downfall. He was like, yeah. He became part of my family ritual. But he said, the priest, he said, wait, what? I thought your family kill all monsters and don't accept them. Oh no, we're not like that. We're not like a racist monster hunters that just kill children or women that's pregnant with their monster child. No, we don't do that. We would take care of one of our own, or someone that becomes one of our own. That is our family, and you harm a member of it, so you shall die. But he hears somebody say, "Dragon shot," and he turns around. He sees a weird red beam coming straight at him, and he says, "Key shield." And he activated a shield made out of pure key, and it just blocked the hit. The key shield deactivated. He was like, that energy seems familiar. He was thinking about it. He was like, those books, dragon books, the Red Dragon Emperor. And Issei was shocked. He's going, what? Just by sensing the energy? Magic? Yeah. They said the magic of the Red Dragon Emperor feels like a burning rage, power, and a sense of a little bit of bloodlust. And then that's how I was able to sense it. And It's not demonic. It's holy. That's the key thing that caught my attention when you sent that dragon shot that you call up, right? You're like, yeah. John said, so who are you? The new Red Dragon Emperor? He said, he nodded his head. He was like, yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Sean laughed a little bit. He was like, well, anyways, you. He looks back down at the guy. He said, just die. And he said, wait, no. And he killed him. He was like, God damn it, I needed him. Why? Why did you need this guy? Rias Grimmy ordered you to keep him alive for question. Why did he do this? For more power or for other means? Because it seems like more people are involved trying to create a new monster. Anyways, I don't know what you mean. And Rias Grimmy, for the Rias' family, I know what they are. And he's thinking, like, shit. It's half an hour. My body's reaching its limits. I can sense it. And I can also feel it. God damn, it was painful. Sorry, I was spitting. Anyways, he was like, he looked around. He realized none of his family members are hurt or killed. He was glad of that. He said, Raina, yelling at her, and his name was like an echo, like a furious roar, like a lion. And she did this. She yelled back at him, saying, "Yes, get everybody out of here. What you finna do?" Blood God. And she was like, "You finna use that here?" He said, "Yes." So she pulled out this, looked like a wand, and she twisted the wand edge, and it shot out a weird light. The light was a type of reddish green, and when it shone in the sky, all the family members looked up. They said, "Blood for the blood god, genocide for the genocide god." Those two abilities, we shall go. They all said, "Retreat," and everybody started the group that came out of nowhere. His family, they all left, disappearing. They tried to take chase, but Reina blew up around them, blocking them so they won't come in. And they started to jump away, like ninjas, jumping the trees. But the only person that was still there was John. And he was looking at Issei. He was like, "Alright, Issei, let me show you ability of mine. I call this ability Blood for the Blood God, and Genocide for the Genocide God." And he started to say this enchantment for the God of Blood. He said, "When there's blood, there shall be death. When there's war, it will draw blood." Then his voice sounded like it distorted. It sounded like he was saying another chant too. He's saying, "When there's genocide, it is a god. When it's a god, it is genocide." Saying these weird sound like rhymes. And when he said, "Blood for the blood god," and the distorted voice said, genocide for God, a genocide. It made this weird sound. It sounded like a screech. They looked up and they see this. Hold on, guys. Hold on, somebody's calling me. Alright, I'm back, you guys. Here we go. They see this weird looking serpent looking down upon them. It moved its head above John. And John said it took half my energy and it took all my God mode to summon him. Alright. Oh. Monster Titan. I'm glad I summoned you. And it had a psychic connection to me. It said, Master, what do you want from me? He said, don't call me Master. You can call me brother if you want, because you're part of my family. And I said, very well, brother. What do you need of me? I need you to attack him, but do not kill him. And start a war between families. Okay? No problem. And it proceeded to let out a roar. A roar that would incapacitate everything in its facility. Drake told Issei to cover his ears and go into his balance breaker mode immediately. And Issei did the same thing, and he told Rias to cover her ears. He told everybody to start covering their ears, but it was too late for everybody else. Rias, Issei, Appraisal, and Sir Zack is the only people that was able to cover their ears just in time. But everybody else was passed out because of the roar he let out. Zex could still hear it, but he kept consciousness. He was like, oh, he shook his head like, what the hell was that? Oh, my ears. And Jonathan took out a sword, a diamond sword, katana. He pointed at Issei. He was like, He said, Leviathan shot. And he shot a weird blue energy at him. And Issei, it hit him, but it didn't penetrate. He was like, he looked down. He was like, what was that supposed to do? But he said, and he blew it up on him. It was like, that's a detonation ability. I got it from him. Alright. Twin brother in a sense, because surprisingly, we were born the same day. But he is older than my years. But we're technically called twins. Because he was created on the same day when I was technically born before he was born. I don't want to get into complications. But technically, yeah, this is my twin brother in a sense. It looked at John. It told John, brother, you shall go back to the mothers. I shall come soon. But first, I shall take care of this little mess that we made. He said, the Red Dragon Emperor. Last I remember, the only person that was able to beat me was Big Red. Well then, let's see how you can stand, boy. So it charged at Issei, and Issei was prepared. So Issei charged up a dragon shot. Issei charged up a dragon shot, ready to, try to kill it or beat it. So Issei was going all out against them. And also, this is the world serpent, just to let you guys know. Yeah, this is the picture of the world serpent. Yeah, if you're wondering what this picture is, this is the picture of a world serpent, aka the titan of a serpent. So basically, it's not really part of the world, it's just connected to it. This long ass fucking body. It don't even end, it keep on going. Like, you guys see that tip right there? That's not even the tip, that's like, it keeps on going. It's like motherfucker's giant as hell. Bigger than world serpent. So yeah. God damn, it's hard. Anyways, yeah. The serpent. He instead Issei went all out on him, but he just took all the hits and slowly crept up to Issei, looking down upon him. Issei was tired, he was out of his balance breaker mode. He was breathing hard. He was like, he said, Drake. And Drake said, yes, Issei. And he's breathing hard too, releasing all his energy, trying his hardest to beat him. Can I go Juggernaut Drive? No, you just have too much energy. He's like, shit. What should I do? The only thing I say you could do, you say. What is it? Grab everybody and run. Go in fast sprinkler mode. Go in Juggernaut Drive and grab everybody and run. You need to leave, you say. This is a fight that we cannot win without the White Dragon's help. Very well then. So he grabbed everybody. He says, Juggernaut Drive. And he went Juggernaut Drive and he picked up everybody. And also, Issei, he's not perfect in this one. He's more intelligent and he's respected at the school. So he proceeded to go. He picked up everybody and they all left. They all woke up and they proceeded to grab everybody and tell everybody to leave. The vampires that were already massacred, they already turned to dust and disappeared. But all their items and the equipment, even the spell book that they had using for the thing, it was taken by John and his family for research purposes to figure out how can they counteract it, how can they destroy it, and how can they get rid of it if another one happens again. And they also took the guy, the immortal man. Now it's gonna be known as the first ever vampire werewolf. They all went, and they left. John took the serpent. It released an attack, a type of golden flames that's stronger than red, blue, those two flames. Not even scarlet flames too. And it went and looked and knew the family was gone. So it disappeared like it was never there. And when John and them was back home helping the man, and they noticed it was successful. They actually created our first ever hive between the two. It was a full moon now, so the man was transforming into a werewolf. So John placed a seal on him using a sealing tag. The seal of all transformations and his abilities, except for regeneration. His adaptability was sealed off too, so it won't adapt to this anytime soon. it will slowly take time for his adaptability to activate so we can start adapting to it again. But he stopped his mid transformation and went back to normal. He was tired. So John knocked him out and let him sleep, but put him inside a secure room that's locked down, and make sure that the door was a mixture of holy water and silver, something that could hurt vampires and werewolves and demons and dragons too, just in case if they get a transformation dragon. So John, he came back. He noticed the little boy was awake, talking with other children, getting to know them, like being family. And that brought a smile to his face. He was happy for the kid. So he was wrong. So let's go to the next day after everybody came back. Next day, everybody everybody woke up. John was cooking breakfast for everybody. First person came down was Kevin. Then after Kevin, it was Raina. Then after Raina, it was mm, mm, David. Then after David was coming down with a escort. And the escort was who's Sean? Yep, I'm bringing a new person, a part of the family. I'm gonna name this girl. Yep, this girl. Mm, no, let it be Elizabeth. Like, let's finally bring in Elizabeth. But I said he had a sister named Elizabeth. So yeah, Elizabeth. Elizabeth will bring him down. Have her sword in its sheath. Just bring him down. She's fully dressed. Cause she go to school. She practiced kendo training and everything. So she have the katana. She have short, you know, like shorter length hair. It is kind of poofy, but smooth at the same time. She have golden hair. She's like a blonde. You could tell she's American, but a mixture of Japanese too. She has a type of tan body, and you could tell she lift weights. You could tell she's built, but also have a slim figure, like a good woman. Everybody's eating. The kids are eating. Even the pup is eating. He's just eating his food. He eats meat. He's eating meat. Some meat. Basically some eggs. Some eggs, bacon, sausage, and some pancakes. And he got a couple oranges on the side. Eating a good meal. Another's eating. And John, he had a whole ass steak. Two steaks, but it's actually. Everybody looking at him and they go like, "Did you use that ability? Did you? Like, did you use God mode again?" He go like, "Yeah," with a kind of like a smile that's go like, "Oh shit." They all look at him and go like, "You did you? Come on, bro. We wanted to see you in God mode. You never show us." He's like, "Fine, fine, fine. I'll show you today probably. If I eat enough of my food, it takes a lot of my energy and calories, and some of my fats. I can't go, as a bone guy forever." He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Eat your fill." So he's eating. He has some coffee, just eating. Everybody's eating their own different meals of food. Some of them eating ramen, pork. Some of them eating salads, and even some even relying on milk. You know, just to let you give you guys, it's a more different some vampires, werewolves, even Wendigo children came in here. But Jonathan, Jonathan, aka John, figured out a way how to make them not go, Wendigo-ish. He figured out it's actually a tree in the world that actually tastes like human flesh, and that's actually true. Yeah, it's actually is a tree that actually do taste like human flesh. So he gives them a piece of that tree, to, so they won't have the urges to eat their family. And he put a serum there, so they could also eat regular food too. They even got pets too. They got they even got hellhounds. If you think about the transformation ones, like the world kind of hellhounds, no, just regular old hellhounds. They they have special kind of animals in there, and they even found a goddamn fucking unicorn just to get just to see what y'all be reaction go like. These niggas found a fucking unicorn and they kept it alive. In all honesty, if I find a unicorn, I'll honestly just take care of it and make sure it's alive and everything. If I find another one, and this is a female one, so if I find a male version, then I'm gonna get a unicorn for a pet. And those motherfuckers are fucking powerful when it comes to magic. But I'm gonna be ending off here. So, like and subscribe. I don't mind. I don't care. See you guys later.